How are you doing? Friday today, March the 10th of March. As I said before, you remember week or so back, I had a parcel came in. Device, well, I have a second one coming today. This device come in just now, this morning, and I am I'm just showing to you really how it operates. But you remember one device that I got before, the week before, you can see this one has been modified. This one is right from the bag here, which is right next to me. So there's the two of them here. Okay? So you can choose whichever one you want. You can give me 10 of these, but I'll take one of these, okay? That's what I look at in. Now, there's a gold right here, right in front of them. And these bags up here, you might be seeing 1, 2 bags. This is all radioactive, everything of that is got a Hailo because, it's plutonium and uranium. And that's what mostly substance in here. It's not danger to us, as I said before. It is just which is here. I found it through the time going. You can see this handle, the whole lot that. That's very, very ugly. This antenna hangs down here, but you can see what this one here. You can see the different handle, since different setting of the antenna. Not only that, on top of that, this has got a control. This you have no control of at all. It's brand new, very, very expensive. Over 5,500 Australian dollars this cost. And it's I can just say $10 machine. But the one thing what makes it good on this machine is the screen. Because it's got a radar screen, and that's what comes good with my modification. And that will show the target in appropriate way. Okay, you can see the radar working there just the same. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on a gold here. It doesn't matter what it is, I don't care what picks up. There's a gold right here, right in front of the camera. If it shows on the camera, and this is bags are radioactive material, it should pick up both of them. It should pick up both, if this works. But it is brand new. Just as I said, just come out of the box. Anyway, then I'm moving a little bit backwards here. I'm a little bit slow because of my pelvis broken. Right, if it goes towards you, you know what it is. It's picking up gold. This is here, I'm right next to this radioactive material. And should pick it up. This has got a very big Hailo. And there the gold is next to you. You look what it does. It does not picking it up at all. It just put this way. It does not work. That doesn't matter what you do with it. Don't make no difference. Okay, we'll leave this device. It's still working. I'll put it there. Okay, on a table. And we'll start this one that I remade. That's what intrigues me all about this device is this screen. Nothing else inside whatsoever. Now, I'm starting a device, and you'll see it will not pick up radioactive particles because I made it not to pick up. I've got a settings on it. I'll change the settings afterward. It will show to you, okay, metals, natural gold or whatever, will increase the distance the same as the other one on 400 meters. And I'm putting him on search. So at the moment it's working. You can see the radar screen is working, the dial working. Right. Now, then what are you doing here? You are looking at the same equipment, the same machine there. You can't say this or that doesn't work or whatever. See, you watch this here. This is radioactive, right? You watch here, I'm right next to it. And you look what this goes. It will go directly to where the camera is, where the gold is. Right, it doesn't put on about radioactive. Now, if I adjust it, I adjust it a little bit, and you'll just see that it will pick up this radioactive and you will pick up a gold. You look here, picking up this and picking up gold, and it's going to tell me there's the two targets in here in this room. Now it's going slowly back to radioactive here, and they are going back to the gold. Okay. Because I got him on very low setting, I will increase the setting bit up and make a little bit more power to it, so it will work faster. There you see, moving from the gold to the radioactive material. In other words, I've got to set it, once you do this programming here, you've got to set it up to eliminate the radioactive particle and to go just for gold. So, in other words, I'm going to here eliminate this radioactive thing and it'll go directly on gold. This is what makes the difference with these having been, I don't know what to say. You know, it's very difficult to say anything in the way, because that's how this works. Because it's got a control, it's got a power to pick it up, it's got the same power as the other one, just it's got a different setting, that's all it's to it. And of course, if you didn't have a control of it, well then you wouldn't have it. Then, the handle, it's beautiful handle. You can see that antenna don't hang down here. It's a beautiful handle. It handles beautiful and will go directly here where the gold is. Now, this will tell me I'm right on top of a gold. And will not bother about radioactive material at all. So now, if I ask him to process it, he'll process it, starting, and we'll find out what he says. You can see it's asking you to start a process. Now you start a process, and we'll see what is here. Now this is processing. Right, so once it's processing, tells you, analyzes the target and how well it is, then will tell you is a surface target or how deep is it or whatever. Of course, you've got to walk over it to different part, and then that way you can measure distance by how far you walk across it. Now, okay. This one is working right. Okay, I'll put him in search again. The same as the other one. There's the two of them. I've got to walk slowly because of my broken look at the two different articles. Okay, that's on the handle down here, the antenna, different, completely two different things. Okay. And both of them is in operating position. Now I'll just remove this one, put him up here, away, the good one. I'll just use the bad one, and we'll go with this. You can't set it up. You can't set it up on the how much you want. You cannot change your frequency. You can't do nothing with it. You know, it's cool. It's a beautiful looking toy. But to pay that big money for it, okay, don't mind paying for it because I know how to make it work. Then I'll probably make a bit of money on it if I sell one. You know, so if you buy one, you're certainly going to pay me a lot more than what I paid for it. You know what you're going to pay me for? For my experience of last 5 years working to develop this. Now this is there. That's the case that come in. The boxes are there anyway. Still, again, the radioactive material here, and the gold is right in front of you. And then have a look at this. It will not pick up that damn thing. I don't know why. You know, you sometimes wish this can work on it, and it doesn't pick up anything at all. All it does is spins on a magnetic field. You use the other thing to here. You use the other one. It's the same thing. You look at it. It will go of that radioactive particle, and because I set it up only on a gold, different frequency. And if I change the frequency, it'll pick up the radioactive particles. I'll just adjust them a little bit and set it up a little bit different. And you watch it now. It will pick up both. It will go to the radioactive particles, and it will go to gold. This is what is a little bit hard to work with these things because I'm all on my own. But now I set up the camera on one of my sewing machines, and I got it here working. But to understand properly, you know, let's say about 2 ounces of gold here. You know, they should. This will pick up that on say on 400 meters. This gold here, between 300 and 400 meters. But the big gold, like up there, they got it in a. I'll put him on a long distance. This my machine, so you can see how it works on a long distance. It will go straight to that gold up in the hill, in the Sovereign Hill. But I've got to set this up on 3 kilometers. So now options, metals, the gold, whatever. And the distance we'll put 3 kilometers. 3,000 meters. Okay, search. Okay, you watch here. I've got a gold here. But it will go up there for that big gold on the Sovereign Hill. Oh, I got it on radioactive particles. I got to change the settings on that. So it's got a little bit glued there. It's a bit hard to move it. Okay, I've got to set it up. And I only wanted to pick up a gold. But I want to pick up a gold at 3 kilometer distance. You watch here. I've got a gold right here. And he is going for that big gold up there because I change the distance on the target. So in other words, even a distance when you change it, it makes a difference. So you've got to watch it how this, works in that sort of way. So when you've got to set it up on 3 kilometers, but you're certainly going up to the Sovereign Hill Gold, that's a very famous tourist place up there. And that's got a lot of gold in the tunnel up there itself. I know, I seen that gold there. I went down there in the tunnel. Now look, you see, I've got a small gold here. But because of the distance setting, it will not go to the closer target, the close. So even when you're setting this here up, you've got to change it, say, from 1,000 meter to 2,000 meter to 3,000 meter. Then you'll get a distance and the targets and a whole lot of that, and approximately you know where it is. Do you know what I'm talking about? Probably not. Okay, as you know, both of these they're going to be modified. First thing, I've got to cut that antenna off. Then I've got to remove that handle, put another one. I've got to pull it apart. I've got to drill the holes in it. I've got to connect the wires to make it look like that. Okay, I've got all the parts ready. Already they are done to go on here. And I made just the connections and the go and the go to it. I will show you some of the parts. I can't walk after I sit down. As you can see here, the handle is all ready, right? All ready to go on. This control is all ready to go on. It's a little bit different. I put a silver knob on it, so it looks a little bit different. And of course, the antennas are ready, set to go on. So in other words, all this is coming apart, and we are going to build a new machine from it's new, brand new, just come in this morning in a mile, and it is going to be demolished, pulled apart, and then see if we can make it look like this here. Okay, so that as you can see, that will stay like that. The antenna, the control will go on the back here, which I don't even know where I put it there. I lost it. Oh, here it is. So control, I made this one a little bit smaller, so it's not as bulky. So that will go on here, on this part like that. So in other words, when I change all that, take this one off here, you're looking $11,000 here, or toys, non-modified. You modify them, you can put a big money on it. Now, this will go on here like that control, as you can see it, like that, and of course the handle will replace that, and this antenna will disappear, and these antennas will come effective on it. Hi. Hello, Peter, up there in Denmark. How are you doing up there, my friend? I can see you. And Kate Decker is watching. Hello, Kate. And I see Dorian Richard, she was watching too. Anyway, you people, you want to look for a gold, really. The biggest problem is the frequency of each material that is on Earth that's got a halo. because it's got a high low, it's radioactive. So in other words, comes thorium, uranium, gold, diamond, gems, opal, then comes silver there and white there on the bottom. So that's how it's situated. But we got on the Earth, there's about, I don't know, 28 of what do you call it, 28 of different radioactive materials. But mainly attractive to this is thorium, uranium, and gold. Because if you put it on diamonds, you're going to find the diamond just the same, which will not interfere with the other radioactive part. Okay. So, remembering, a Hailo of thorium, uranium, and gold is different. So when the thorium and uranium collided in the universe, my belief is that created the gold. So why I believe in that? Because that's how I work out frequency. What I did here, I joined the thorium and uranium together, and funny thing occurs, I got a frequency for gold, just accidental, and it is beautiful. There's a gold right here, and you look at this. This will go straight on him. You just can't fault it. And you put this thing on here. Okay, brand new, right? I've got to watch this one. They are very fragile. You put this here on. Well, I have no finest idea of it. Cannot pick it up. Hello, Sakir. I can see Sakir is watching. How are you up there? And I can see you. Sakir. Sakir, hello, Matt from Finland. Well done, Sakir. Thank you, my friend. And anyway, you want to buy these devices. I would not. If it's not something done to it really good electronically, and of course, major part is to control the radioactive particle with a different setting of the frequency of the high. The same as frequencies on the radio station or whatever, it works in the same way. Just works on a halo of a radioactive particle. So in other words, if you bury the gold, the radioactive radioactive halo wouldn't be as big, but if you leave it for maybe even 10 days, you'll find that stronger signal to it. Then if you leave it for 100 years and you come back, you come back and dig it out, well, you'll find out that signal is much stronger. So that way, the longer it's in the ground, it picks up more radioactive halo around it. So it builds it more like when you're building a fire, and fire gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't know. I think I talked to you guys long enough. Anyway, as long as you know, I've got two machines here. One is modified. This one is not modified. Totally useless. A lot of money costs me. But I'm going to make it like this one. And we'll be ready within 2 days. I'm going to start work maybe even on it today. I just got to pull it apart, get an XOR, cut this antenna off, use the grinders, use the drills. On $5,000 toys, a bit more. This one, last one went over 5,800 US dollars. Went to New York. Yeah, and the guys said, Matt, as soon as I switched it on, it went straight on what he wanted. He wanted on diamond, he wanted on silver and gold. He said works perfectly. So he's taking it to Greece. He's going to look for a treasure in Greece. Yeah, I know what it is after. I wish I can be their places. At the moment, I'm a bit handicapped because my pelvis is broken. It's a little bit hard. Anyway, take care, guys. I will say good morning from Australia. I'm going to play with my toys, so I'm going to demolish them. Okay, take care. Bye for now.